Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Marcus Drew Steele.
And I'm Kathryn Burke, and you are watching The Index.
You know what? Let's just get right into it because the Grammys were last week, and let me tell you, some awesome performances and some pretty weird ones. Take a look at this.
And oh, the Grammy collaborations. Jay-Z opened the show with wife Beyonce. Paul McCartney teamed up with Ringo Starr for McCartney's new Queenie Eye. Stevie Wonder with Pharrell and Daft Punk. Kendrick Lamar and Imagine Dragons.
All right, so now obviously I watch the Grammys because of all of the awesome performances and not so good ones, but why do you watch the Grammys?
I don't. I'm sorry, I'm an award show person who watches the award shows for the awards. And the Grammys were what, 4 hours long?
A marathon.
Yeah, and to be honest though, I did watch some performances the next day. I saw Lorde's and Beyonce and The Masked Wedding at the end. And I really enjoyed some of them. Kind of. Beyonce's was all right. I think she's awesome. She's my spirit animal. She can do no wrong. But Lorde's with that creepy,
Kind of awkward, wasn't it?
Golem hands. It was like
she was in the moment.
I felt like her hands were like turned to stone, and this is how she had to like live in life.
Awkward.
But you loved it.
I had loved a few of them. Of course, you know, I think Beyonce and Jay-Z probably could have done a little bit better because they are full-on entertainers, and so that performance didn't do either of them justice. The Lorde song didn't do her justice. She sounded a little weird at the Grammys, but I definitely think that she could perform a lot better than that. Loved Macklemore and Same Love performance with Queen Latifah and Madonna. Loved Imagine Dragons and Kendrick Lamar, and loved Pink and the Ariel. She's bad. She awesome.
Is.
Pretty awesome.
She's badass.
So those were my top picks for the Grammys. Loved it.
Well, my top pick might not be from the Grammys, but it is a very entertaining video. If you've been alive this week on social media, you've probably at least seen this mentioned.
Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go.
How can you go wrong with the most adorable puppy in the history of puppies?
It kind of brought a tear to my eye.
And it should. Because it's so touching. I can't.
I love Super Bowl commercials. I clearly watch for the game, but the commercials adding on to there just make it so much better for me. And be honest with me here. How many times did you cry when you saw the Budweiser commercial or the teas? Lies. I don't believe you at all.
How many tears were okay. I tear up at anything with puppies or animals or anything. I love animals, and especially adoption. I mean, I've had 5, 6 adopted animals. I'm a big advocate of it, and I love that Budweiser was showcasing a puppy adoption farm. Come on.
Budweiser, kudos to you. Thumbs up.
I'm gluten-free, I can't drink your beer, but I'll buy one for somebody else.
Well, maybe somebody who should probably lay off of the alcohol a little bit is Justin Bieber, who's in more hot water. Take a look at this.
Pop star Justin Bieber turned himself into police in Toronto on Wednesday, where he was formally charged in connection with an alleged assault on a limousine driver in December. The 19-year-old surrendered at a downtown police station where dozens of fans and reporters had gathered after rumors of the pop star's arrival had spread.
So it gets even worse because not only has he turned himself in, but there's a petition going around from We the People with more than 100,000 signatures wanting to deport Justin Bieber back to Canada. And this is where it gets even more interesting because if the We the People campaign and petitions get more than 100,000 signatures within 30 days, that means the White House has to address it. What are you thinking here?
There have been several petitions that the White House has had to address because of this, if a petition gets more than 100,000 signatures, somebody in the White House has to take a look at it and address it. One being the creation of the Death Star, and the other to make Party in the USA the national anthem.
I may or may have not signed my name to that petition.
And the rebuttal from the White House is just hilarious. And so I'm really interested to see what the White House has to say about this, but at the same time, I don't think we should waste our time with Justin Bieber. He is annoying me beyond anything else, and the fact that somebody in our White House has to address this instead of doing something constructive makes it a total miss.
Justin Bieber, you're out of here.
So if you're looking for a way to make money and possibly gain a little weight, I know Marcus is in that
That's
market.
me.
Here is a woman who's found a way to make $9,000 a month from eating.
Pak So-yeon lays a Korean feast in front of her computer. Then she turns on a video camera, she eats, and thousands of viewers watch her. This is the latest fad in South Korea, gastronomic voyeurism.
So this woman who goes by the name The Diva online makes $9,000 a month from her fans giving her tips as they sit and watch her eat just a full spread of delicious food for about 3 hours a day.
Wow.
And here's the funny thing, this is actually a trend across South Korea called mukbang. Didn't make that up.
Okay, I've got some questions for you then. Is this food porn?
I mean, by the very definition, I guess it is, but they're not doing anything super salacious. They're not like sitting in little tiny bikinis and eating or undressing or anything. It's literally somebody sitting down to eat a meal with you, and some people find comfort in it, or for people who can't eat but they want to see this food being eaten.
Okay, I've got another question for you then. So what is she eating?
It can be a wide array of anything from traditional Korean food to pizza and burgers.
Oh, count me in, and I'll even take my shirt off. I'll do it. Maybe that'll help me. $9,000.
I guess Marcus won't be on the index for very much longer.
I'll do it. Well, speaking of the salacious, Vin Diesel must have clearly been drunk or intoxicated or something, because he released a video on Facebook and he's jamming out to Katy Perry and Beyonce. You too? I didn't know you. I thought I was the only one. Take a look at this.
You should know what you're falling for. Baby, do you dare to do this? 'Cause I'm coming at you like a dark horse.
He just called me and told me that Riddick is #1 on the DVD charts. There's no way in the world Riddick would have been made without you guys.
All right, so tell me how much you love this video. You know, it's pretty badass when, you can just throw your cares to the wind and be like, hey, I'll jam out to a Katy Perry song. I'll jam out to a Beyonce song. Because not only is my movie #1 in DVD sales, but I'm also getting another sequel. So, joke's on you.
Except, I really felt like he could go out a little bit more, because a lot of it he's like, doing this thing.
He needs some more, like...
He needs some more moves. I know I dance around my room a lot. Like, it is a staple of what I do.
Give me your best dance move. Dance battle.
Like, it's a lot of this and a lot of like the drunk robot.
I can give you the
this drunk robot. And I felt like he needed to put a little butt into it.
Maybe some shoulder action in there too.
Come on, Vin Diesel. We know you have it.
Challenge.
You can rock it.
Dance battle.
Let's do it.
Me and Erinn, Vin Diesel, grab your crew. We're on this right now.
So we go from a video about dancing to a video that's going to dance its way into your hearts. A woman who happens to train thoroughbred horses actually had an amazing interaction with wild dolphins.
Kentucky thoroughbred racehorse trainer Taylor Carty was aboard, talking to the dolphins the way she talks to her horses.
Hey, buddy!
The way the dolphins responded was extraordinary, reaching for her hands, although she never touched them, waving their noses, blowing kisses, and rolling over as if they wanted her to rub their bellies.
So the good thing about this video is that it really shows how intelligent wild dolphins are. And it's a good way to shed light on something that's happening off the coast of Japan that is really horrendous. Every year for 6 months, in a cove in Taiji, Japan, thousands of dolphins are driven into the cove where they're either slaughtered for their meat, captured to go to aquariums around the world, and some of them luckily are released. But it's breaking up families, and dolphins are a super social species, and so they spend their lives with their mothers. And so they're taking calves and separating families. This is well documented in an Oscar award-winning documentary called The Cove, and is touched on a little bit, not necessarily dolphins, but touched on for orca whales and blackfish.
Blackfish will change your life. That movie was absolutely eye-opening, and it's very interesting to see, you know, just how intelligent dolphins are and orca whales. And there's been tons of studies talking about how they may be even a little bit more intelligent than some species of monkeys. So the stuff like this is very impactful.
It's very impactful, and it's something that's extremely close and dear to my heart. So I could go on for the entire show. I'm not. I'm gonna go ahead and step off my soapbox.
Oh my, you're so much shorter.
As we transition into another story.
Well, now that I'm officially depressed, maybe this video will help cheer not only me up, but you up as well. Take it away, Jim Cantori.
We have not gotten into the worst part of this storm yet. That is to come a little bit later on tonight. So obviously here at the College of Charleston, they're already having a good time.
All right, I may need to borrow that soapbox here in a moment because I have done plenty of live shots. And let me tell you, the last thing that any reporter, any field anchor, or meteorologist needs is somebody trying to crash their live shot. Not only does it make you look bad, but you're trying to make the person doing the live shot look bad as well. The student deserved it. I wish you would have gotten hurt a little bit more. That's absolutely ridiculous. Come on, man. That's not something that you crash.
We don't condone violence here at the Index.
We don't. But, you know.
But Marcus does.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Protect the live shot. It's just like in sports. You're like, we must protect this house. You've got to protect that live shot because that is your bread and butter. You were responsible for that. I'm out. I'm done.
Do you feel better now?
I'm done.
All right.
Any comments?
It's a funny video.
It is. Well, that's going to do it for us. I'm Marcus Drew Steele.
And I'm Kathryn Burke.
Thanks for watching The Index. And just to let you know, dance battle. Vin Diesel, we're doing this.
Tomorrow, tweet us at Kathryn Burke.
At MD Steele. All right, so dance battle. Show me your best dance moves here. We can't lose to Vin Diesel. Like,
right,
this is ridiculous.
I've got some sweet ass moves.
Okay, let me see what you got here.
Rolling with
What is that? Are you like in Hawaii or something? What about some shoulder action or something? See, now you just look like a hippie. What is that? What if we did some like that? Oh yeah, do even the Cabbage Patch too. That would work right there. You can put
the
that
twist?
in there. The twist. What are we in the 1940s again? I don't know. How would you dance to Beyonce?
Yeah.
Okay.